Sure.
Good evening, everyone. And we are back here with Prison Break with Shirley. And tonight we have a very special interview going on. What you laughing at, Ron, already? Oh my goodness.
You wasn't even supposed to bring me in on this conversation. Why would you see? I was laughing.
Sure.
You know why I was laughing.
Actually, I don't. But good evening, everybody.
What's happening, y'all? I was trying to get up out this stupid show, but since you have a guest and all, you don't need me today anyway.
Okay. Thank y'all for joining us again on tonight. Thank y'all for staying with us, sticking with us. Tonight we have a special interview. I'm going to go ahead and give our disclaimer for tonight. The thoughts and views expressed on this show are those of the hosts, guests, and callers. They are not necessarily those of KRGN 98.5 FM, its management, or its sponsors and underwriters. KRGN 98 FM holds no responsibility of the validity or accuracy of the information on this show. So again, welcome on tonight. For those in Facebook world, if you are listening to the radio in your car or in your home or wherever you're listening to us, thank you for joining us on tonight. So tonight we have an interview with none other than Mr. Russell. He is the president and founder of Innovation Black Chamber of Commerce that is centrally located here in Central Texas. And he's going to talk about a very special event that we have coming up. So welcome, Mr. Russell.
Yes, ma'am. We're having a breakdance competition. No, I'm just playing.
I just throw you out there. Just throw you out there, and he's going to talk about a very special.
What day is the competition?
December 32nd.
Okay.
All right. That would be fun, though.
It would be.
A breakdance competition.
As long as
you got too many old people trying to do breakdance competitions.
So what? And being gay.
I don't even think they even breakdance anymore. I don't see it on.
I bet you there's a crew out there that does.
Well, whoever's breakdancing, reach out to KRGN.
No, you don't.
And
reach out to IBCC.
And Mr. Grace will take care of it. He will even bring the cardboard for the rehearsal. So next week is June 19th, for those that do not know. And we're having a 5K, the holiday 5K or Juneteenth 5K, whichever one you want to call it. It is for you, whether you are a runner, if you no longer run, if you used to have a P2 profile, if you was in the military and your back is toe up and you cannot get up and go like you used to, you can still walk. So you're running or walking, you can bring a group, you can bring a friend, you can bring a son, you can bring a daughter. But what you need to do is bring yourself out to the Lion Club Park, which is in the city of Killeen, and just come and participate. There's vendors that's going to be out there. And all proceeds that are poured into this actual event is going to a Black business. We did it last year on December 12th, and we're doing it again this year. It is a good mixture between health and fitness as well as economics. People say, well, we need to circulate, the dollar. Okay, we're circulating a dollar, and we're also adding and incorporating health and fitness. So you have no excuse to try to make up something to say what's not been done in the community, because it is been done in the community, but we just need you to come out and participate. And the latter part of that day, morning, I should say, we're going to be over at the Clemens Boys and Girls Club on Tremere, where we're going to have live music, bouncy houses, performers going to be out there. Dance, is it dance? Whatever it is, bring me breakdancing. No. So just come on out. There's going to be cars and everything out there. Not cars meaning in the parking lot, but actual cars on display that are coming and being supported by the Boys and Girls Club. So I appreciate the Boys and Girls Club coming out and sponsoring, partnering with that event, and definitely for all of our sponsors who have supported this mission and who actually look past what we're doing, but actually can see themselves being a part of it. So we definitely thank them for doing it.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I can say sponsors' names, but
yes,
I'll
you
leave
can.
that alone. Okay.
You can.
Just a few.
Just a few.
They're
I'll give you one.
The important.
I'll give you one. So SOI, I don't even know what the S, Solutions One. Yeah, There you go. Solutions One, that is our title sponsor. That's the individual, Mr. Tyrone McLaren, him and his family. Definitely appreciate what he's doing. It was an actual personal phone call that he called and just like, hey, what do you need? Do you have anybody that came on at, the top level?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no, everybody's coming in and being safe. He said, you know what? Don't worry about it. He said, we'll come in at the top level. So he didn't have to do it because he actually came to the soft launch and now, he's been looking from afar and looking at the work that we're putting in as a community, as an organization. So he came in at the top level. And we also have PenFed. PenFed showed up. PenFed is sponsoring. Their employees pulled their resources together and came in as a sponsorship level because funny story is not really funny. It kind of hurt my feelings when he said it.
Okay.
So they called me and they said, well, we sent the information up to corporate and corporation said that we can't do it. And it hurt just to hear it because, you never want to hear the bad stuff. You want to hear the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got another phone call maybe like a week later, and it was the same bank manager. She said, you know what? We worked it out. We want you to come down and we're going to present you with a check. And they put it on their LinkedIn and stuff like that and said, our employees, we knew why you were doing what you were doing. And we pull our resources together and here's your check. We want to be bronze sponsor. And that's not being committed to the no.
Right. That's we the people.
Right. Not being committed to the no. And because they were not committed to the no, they found out a way to make it a yes.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely appreciate PenFed and Navy Federal also came in. It's like Harker Heights is just giving like crazy support, from the PenFed is the PenFed in Harker Heights and the Navy Federal is the Navy Federal in Harker Heights. So we love Harker Heights, we love Killeen, but we love our people even more. And the economics definitely need to take place. And bring your kids, especially to the family fun day, because it's for the children. It's for the people, it's for the businesses, but it's actually even more so for the economics in this city. That event is definitely tapping into the economics in this city and just come out and have fun and show, and we'll show people how to love one another. And just bring all that you need to bring. I don't know if they can bring dogs out. Can they bring dogs out?
Please don't bring dogs out.
Okay.
I'm only saying that because I'm allergic to dogs. So.
Well, bring your stuffed animals, whatever you want to bring, stuffed lions, stuffed ponies, whatever it is.
Really stop people from bringing dogs in the park. So.
Okay.
But anyway, I hope I don't have to use it. So tell the people, those who have never heard about Innovation Black Chamber of Commerce, give the short premise behind the organization.
The Innovation Black Chamber of Commerce is an economic arm, economic from the standpoint of equity. We are equity advocates to ensure that what is due or what is required for a city to do, our responsibility is to come in and speak on behalf of those who either do not know what should be done in a city from an economic perspective, and just providing education. Like the three pillars that we have, or the three buckets that we pour into, is business, veterans, and technology. Technology is where we're going. Technology will always move the train. Technology will always move in advance inside a community and inside a city. So we must be tapped into technology and how it's growing and going. Business, of course, business education, from the how is your business structured, the marketing and things of that nature, and photos and branding and advertising. And then even going in with the veterans, like almost, damn, I don't know what's going on. Can I get some water, sir? You look at me like, wow, I'm the dude boy now. And
not
from
in the studio.
Okay. Then just from a veteran's perspective, like almost 90% of the organization are veterans, prior service, and they just decided to stay here and just tapping into that leadership because, this environment is a very special environment because there's a lot of senior leaders that stayed here, but now our goal is to pour into those veterans that were here and getting them certified because there is a veteran-owned business certification. So what happens when you are a veteran and you are certified as a veteran-owned business, what happens is you have the ability to go out and to compete for contracts and government work because you have that veteran-owned business certification. So education, again, was always the key, and we'll always stand on the foundation of education, because how we educate is how we actually begin to change the conclusion, because we're knowing what we want to do and being intentional in doing it.
Awesome, awesome. So thank you so much for bringing that to the city. We really need it here in this community. It is a very different community. I'll leave it at that. It's a very different, diverse community. And so having this 5K and helping businesses in need. So there are, I know you said a business, but there's actually 3 businesses that grants will be given to. And so we have the applications that went in, and we are down to the top 10. And then they are actually this week going through and picking the top 5.
Correct.
And then the interview is going on this Saturday. And so we will have those who will be able to be represented. And so it's a great thing to be able to pour back into the community with different community support and seeing who's for you and all that good stuff. And just being community supporters and, that give and the give and take.
Yeah. I mean, just to see it unfold, oftentimes, we hear about it happening in other cities. We hear about it happening after the fact, but to actually see how much work goes into creating it and how much relief you get when it's all said and done, when it's over with. And to be honest, I hate doing events. That's just me. I hate doing events because there's so much intellectual property that you put into it, and you exhaust sometimes yourself just in that moment, but you know that you got more work to do. So after the event is over, you just want to be like, okay, I don't want to see no one for the next 3 to 4 days. Let me woosah and detox from people. But you always fall back on the why. The why is to help. The why is to be to intercede for another business. The why is to sustain the business, because in order for you to sustain the business, that business must be educated. Just like even in the first phase is the data collection, people applying for the grants, people filling out the applications. Then after the application is filled out, we go into the education part, because once you transition from data collection and you go into the education part, we're going to send you links. Well, the links were sent in order for them to even be considered and go into phase 3. You have work to do. So you're going to get your Facebook management class or your Facebook marketing class, and you have to watch the video, and then you write a report based on what you learned in that video. So it's not like we're just giving away money. You got to have skin in the game, which a lot of grants, you won't have a lot of skin in the game. You either won or you don't. But even if you don't win, you still learn about your Facebook marketing. You still learn about your business management. So if you have no monetary value that comes to you from whether you win or lose, you still have intellectual value that just got added on to your business. So you're still going to win, but you just didn't get that check.
And even still, their business name will be put out there. So those people that may not have known about their business before, because they're required to be out there at the event, their business is going to be mentioned. So it's circulating, throughout. And so it's a great thing. It was wonderful to be able to see it unfold last year, even though it was really cold, but we're probably going to have the opposite. I won't say problem, but the opposite will occur this year. Hopefully the rain is going to stay away, at least for that time that we out there. I've had a few vendors to ask me, hey, what is your alternate plan if it rains? Rain, sleet, snow, whatever Texas is going to do, whatever Texas is going to do, we're going to be out there. You're more than welcome to bring your tents and set those up for the vendors. We have about 24 vendors. I'm still having people are still calling me, but I'm shutting that off because kind of think we have enough.
Do y'all still need volunteers? Any more help?
I would say definitely volunteers. People always want to watch stuff, but they don't want to participate. We can break down that stronghold. We can kick that door in and be like, hey, get on over here, get your shoes, get your jacket, whatever it is, get your bag. And so we can go out here and participate, because just for you helping, you're going to meet other people that are in business. So if you're new to the city, because like I was speaking with somebody else this past day, there was for those that are all prior military, there were 3 PCS seasons that happened. So that means there is a lot of new people in this city
Mhm.
because you had a winter PCS, you had a spring PCS, and summer PCS is going on right now.
Mhm.
So there is like an extra group. There's a whole new group of people that's now in this city. So if you're looking to meet new people, or you're looking to figure out what happens in the community and who to attach yourself to, or just to be a volunteer because you already are a natural servant.
Mhm.
So exercise that level of servitude and just volunteer for this event. So if you're interested, go to innovationbcc.org. At the top of the menu, you'll see it says Holiday 5K. Click on that, and then you'll see the plethora of events and other ways that you can participate. If you want to be a vendor, you click the vendor and register for that. Or if you want to reach out directly, you can email s.latour.
Spell last name, please. They don't know.
And she'll spell it. s.latour, that is LATOUR @innovation. Now remember, innovation has 2 N's, not 1. So s.latour, LATOUR @innovation, INNOVATION BCC. For all you that do not know what I said, that's Bravo Charlie Charlie. BCC.org, and email directly and say, put in the subject volunteer, just so she knows exactly what the content of the email is about. Put that in the subject. Or if you have other questions, put what the email is about in the subject line, and then she can definitely understand what the conversation is going to be before she opens it.
Awesome. I can do them one better though, Mr. Russell.
Okay.
They can go to innovationbcc.org/Juneteenth. And all of that is right there. There is an actual separate link for volunteers. There's categories listed there. All the work has been done for them. It's laid out. It's simple as reading and clicking a button.
It's fundamental. Yeah.
It's fundamental.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else do the people need to know about this 5K/Family Fun Day?
Just what does that mean? Family Fun Day, what does that mean?
I mean, it's like, especially those who are prior service, when you say, what did it say? Mandatory fun day.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't really fun.
It wasn't.
It was more so come to formation, be out there hot, and then they release you, and then they tell you when to come back. This is intentional. You're coming out with your family and being in an environment that is family friendly.
Mm-hmm.
So a family fun day is a family friendly environment that you and your family have the ability to either meet a new friend and a new family, or to come out and to meet a new business that you can patronize even after the event is over with,
Mm-hmm.
or you can meet a new restaurant,
Yes.
or a new vendor, or someone that you've been looking for that makes t-shirts,
Mm-hmm.
or sell jewelry, and you were thinking about getting into that MLM. You're able to make that connection and extend that connection even after the event. So that is a family fun day, is an intentional event that is set for you and your family to come out and to extend that family
Mhm.
into a whole new group of family, which is in the community.
Absolutely. So that day is actually the day before Father's Day. And so there's going to be vendors out there galore. So if you have not gotten your baby's daddy a gift, there is opportunity to find something that you think that he would enjoy out there. There's going to be nonprofit organizations. I was trying to be funny, okay?
Someone's husband.
Well, they know what I meant.
Someone.
That's all inclusive.
She said your baby daddy.
Yeah.
We're going to pray for her. Everybody,
do.
everybody, reach your hands
Right,
out.
right.
Over
Glad you know what to
here,
do.
and we're going to pray for that. We got a moment of silence. We reach around and touch and agree that I'm gonna say it, ain't no baby daddies, just fathers out there who have children. Y'all know fathers on Father's Day, we get like the weirdest gifts. I don't want no gift card for a tie. I don't want no gift. I do not want a gift card for socks. I mean, give me what you got your mama. I mean, you got a bunch of Mother's Day commercials and Mother's Day specials for Father's Day. It's like, hey, we'll get a text.
2022.
We might get a text. We may get a text. Hey, happy Father's Day. Like, what?
Y'all hear this coming from the man himself. So make sure that you
Poor
do your
brother.
your meal type friend. a great service this year, okay?
So
And we're gonna do something better next year.
Mhm.
So yeah, so y'all have heard it. The holiday 5K Family Fun Day is going on June 19th, starting at 8 a.m. Our registration is going to start at what, 7:30, 7:15, 7:30 on that morning. Make sure you come out with your families. We are not supposed to be doing on-site registrations. Please, 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 and thank you. Please register in advance.
She said, suppose.
Yeah. Please register in advance of the 5K if you intend to walk, run. All the proceeds are going back into the businesses in the community.
All right.
So they're not coming back to IBCC. They are going into the community for those businesses that won those grants. And this is an annual thing, right?
Yes. We're going to keep it on Juneteenth. I think we're going to keep it on Juneteenth because that is different. It gives a new purpose and it sets the new tone for Juneteenth and celebration. So we're going to celebrate every winner that's out there. Before I forget, even at the Family Fun Day, we also have 2 other contests for the 2 grocery shopping sprees. So the only thing that you need to do is to text the word spree to 254. Let me try to remember the number. 254. I forgot.
You cheating. 254-274-3007.
Yep. See? That's why there needs to be a healthy balance in an organization. I don't have to remember everything, but I should know what's going on.
You really should.
So make sure you text the word spree. That's SPREE. So what happens when you text the word spree? You have the ability to win. There's going to be 2 families. Right now, there's 12 people who registered for that. So there's going to be 2 families that's going to have $250 grocery shopping spree. So you're going to be out there with your family. And if you are the ones who are blessed to receive that award, then you will go on a $250 shopping spree. We're going to go to HEB, because you're able to get, not we're going to give that, shout out or advertising to them, but we're going to make sure that you get the most out of that shopping spree. So definitely appreciate the Food for Soul for sponsoring that event. For that giveaway, because there are people that are still within need, because that unemployment is going away. So you're going to need it. So make sure you text the word spree to that number that she said, or I already forgot. Make sure you text that number. And another one that we have, so the Miss Ayanelli, she was like, hey, I want to do something for the children. So what happens there? So if your child loves to write, if you have a creative child and your child would like to do a Juneteenth essay, the only thing that you need to do to incorporate your child into this challenge, now she's also going to bless your child with $250. It is an essay. So the only thing that you need to write, or text, I should say, is the word essay. That's ESSAY. Text the word essay to that same number,
254-3007.
I can remember the last 4, 3007. So make sure you text the word essay to that number, just so your child, once you know that you text that number, go ahead and get your child in the room and to write. Don't say, well, we texted and now how do I know my child won? Because you have to write the essay. Then once you text that information, we're going to reach out to you then to let you know. So thank you. So there's a whole bunch of economics that's going on that day. There's a whole bunch of family fun that's going on that day. And there's a whole bunch of information that's going to be given, and just be a blessing, not just to our culture, but also a blessing to the city, because this is how you sustain a city, by having, it's called RGA, by having revenue generating activity, by having revenue generating activity. Because when you have a RGA that actually fits within the fabric and the economics of a city, then you continue to process to ensure that there's always a sustainability. There is always sustainability within the small businesses if we're always going to be the backbone of the city, small businesses.
Wonderful. So text spree to 254-274-3007 for the grocery spree for 2 families, and then text essay, ESSAY, to 254-274-3007 for your youth to win $250. And you said they just need to write their essay.
Write the essay about Juneteenth.
You will contact all of them, and then they will submit those essays to you all?
Correct.
Okay, awesome.
Now, you've talked about everything that you're giving.
That's not everything. There's a few other things, but go ahead.
You got 20 seconds, go ahead.
No, there's going to be some giveaways from the community. We went to a grand opening over the weekend, and a business blessed us with 3 giveaways. So
What?
yes, there will be more, I'm sure, in the next 2 weeks.
What was your question though?
Yes.
Before you got shut down.
What's your plan now? We're gonna transition right into prison break.
You gonna go ahead with your question, and then I'm sure you.
I already forgot my question.
Dang, y'all some old dudes. Good God, you forget everything.
No, we don't forget everything.
Just what you want to forget.
Yes.
And we are back with part 2 of the Holiday 5K, hosted by IBCC in association with Clements Boys and Girls Club. And who else running?
SOI.
SOI.
SOI. Solution One.
We might as well just lay out all the sponsors. Let's just read the gauntlet.
That's a lot.
There's only 6 sponsors.
I would have had
7
to
sponsors.
remember it. So we have SOI, who's the title sponsor. We have Navy Federal. We have PenFed. We also have Supreme Health and Supreme Beauty Supply Store.
Supreme
We
Hair
also
Beauty.
have Supreme Hair and Beauty, and we also have State Representative Brad Buckley. And who's the last one? I'm missing
It's
one.
Dolce. Let me pull up the name.
No Jacob.
Dolce Birthing Center and Services.
Oh yeah, that's right. She
And Dodge Country.
Oh yes, Dodge Country. I forgot.
we gotta do an interview with him, man. We gotta.
Which one? They ain't talking about. He retired. Yeah, he
When?
retired. Last year. I talked to him.
Did he move?
No, he's still in there.
He still okay.
Yes, sir.
So our title sponsor is Solution One Industries,
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
and our 6 sponsors are PenFed Credit. I can't even
I
talk
don't know what
tonight.
that is.
PenFed Credit Union, Navy Federal Credit Union, State Representative Brad Buckley, Dodge Country, Dolce Birthing Center and Services, and Supreme Hair and Beauty. Thank you so much for your contribution to this worthy cause.
Awesome. Okay, so now
What was your question, sir?
expectations for this community. I know as a business owner, when you created or the thought of the Innovations Black Chamber was formulated in your mind, just what expectations did you have for the community?
For this event or just in general?
No, just in general. No, we can't even say in general because it has to be a little bit more specific because you had to identify the need
Correct.
in order to continue the pursuit of
Correct.
IBCC.
Yes, sir. Just be open to the process, because when you identify a problem, you have to go into your problem solving techniques. So when you identify what a city is not doing, then you have to understand there's a process and a solution that need to be created, and the resolution after the problem solution is identified. So just be open to learn, just be open to the conversations. Don't run away from the conversations. Don't shy away from when these things are brought to the light. Just there's a plethora of stuff. Just like, I went to Temple today, and Temple just hired her name right now is the equity manager. And there's more to equity than just management. And her new title is going to be the diversity, equity, and inclusion. So how many other cities in this area has that? And I can tell you right now, none. Why? Because it wasn't important to them. Not that it cannot. It won't be important to them, but when it gets brought up as an agenda item and it gets brought up to be voted on, because you as a city, you have a bond. So out of that bond, you can create that job and you can create the salary for that job out of the bond. So you can't say, well, we don't have any money for it. That's not true. You have something somewhere, because when you bring a D&I, diversity and inclusion, when you bring a D&I to a city, then you have the ultimate responsibility of changing the outcome of a city from a diversity and inclusion perspective. And you can change the city from just by having that one position.
Okay. Okay, got it.
That's it. That's not what I was looking for, but that'll work.
Yeah, that's. I was looking for a short answer, you know.
What's a shorter answer?
Never mind, time.
I don't know. Just, you identified the need in the community,
Yeah.
and you obviously, and we've talked about this before,
Mm,
the imbalance
right.
in equality when it
Yeah.
comes to business,
Correct.
Some business owners are highlighted, other business owners are ignored.
Yeah, like this weekend.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in that,
Mhm.
the IBCC Innovations Black Chamber plays a part to be a catalyst of bringing what's prevalent and
Right.
what's important to the community.
Right.
Because trust me, there's a lot of big businesses in the community that's not important
Right.
for the community.
Right.
And that was the short answer.
That's where to be an advocate,
Okay.
just to be an advocate,
Mhm.
and not be afraid of making the unknown known.
Mhm.
Because when you're not afraid of making the unknown known, then you're walking in the provisions, because the vision was already created. Somebody else created a vision. We're just walking in the provisions because it was set. The tone was already set, and we're just walking in that vein on what needs to be done, and just continue the process and to be unapologetic when in doing it, and just continue to hit it home, because not everybody's going to agree with it. But it's not my concern with what you agree with or not. You know, my concern is for the betterment of the community and the betterment of the businesses in this area. You know, whether, you know, I love my people, and I love the progression of the people.
Well, and honestly, Ronnie, I think that in order for business owners to have a viable position in this community, it has to become more than about business.
Right.
You know, there has to be a shared love for the community.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to polish something that you really don't care for.
Yeah.
So, and I totally agree with you on that. That you do have a passion that a lot of us don't have when it comes to wanting to get out of people in the community.
Yeah.
Because some people would be like, okay, I can't make you want it if you don't want it.
Yeah.
But that's not you. So I appreciate you for that.
Yeah, but you still must acknowledge when the push became too much. Because if I want you to do better, and I'm talking to you about your customer service, and your customer service is trash, and I'm bringing you a solution, and I'm bringing you a policy in order for you to make it better for the next employee that come in, which makes it better for the next customer that comes in, which makes it stronger for the clientele that you build, and you still don't want to do better, then however you survive is going to be up to you. I'm not going to, if I push too much, I'm pushing you down, and I don't want to push you down. I want to hold you up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree with you. So you have input there? We got
You can't take everybody with you
Yeah.
to the top. It gets narrow. We're at the top. And so everybody is not meant to go with you all the way to your destination. Some people are meant for a certain leg of your trip.
I totally agree with that. There are some people, you know, only going because you're going.
Absolutely.
So, but that's good stuff. It is great to be on with you two today. So let's get back to the holiday 5K.
Okay.
This man just changed the whole tone, and now he wants to.
But you got to get it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Can you explain the difference between equity and equality?
Oh man, you want my analogy? My true analogy? All right, so however you see it is how you see it, but this is how I see it. You have civil, you have equity, and you have equality. If I come and I go over there and I smack Ron in the face,
Oh, wait.
and I come over and I come back the second time. No, listen, it's a real one. If I come over and I smack Ron in the face, hard as I can,
Okay.
and I come back the next day and I'm coming to approach him again. Oh, don't hit me hard like you did yesterday, that hurt. He wants me to be civil. He doesn't want me to hit him like I did yesterday. He wants me to ease up, to be civil with him.
So he's okay with you smacking him again, just not as hard.
Right, exactly. So now,
What did you do that?
right. So now if I come in the room and I smack Ron in the face again, he was like, oh, I'm not the only one in the room. There's Shirley over there. You got to smack Shirley too if you hit me.
Okay.
That is equality.
Something is wrong with our culture.
Right. But then when I come in the room the very next day and I smack him in the face again and he smacks me back, that's equity. I've hit him enough to where he wants equality to be shown because he has the same capabilities as I have, to where how come my business not receiving the same amount of grants as everybody else's business? I want fair and impartial actions because I can write a grant like that business can write a grant, but that business always wins the grants. That's not equity. And I'm not coming to be civil about it because I know exactly what's going on. And I'm not talking equality because if there was equality, then we wouldn't be having this conversation to begin with. Equity is fair and impartial no matter who's in the room, as long as everyone understands why we're in the room and we need to show equity.
Okay. Did you get that wrong?
He didn't like the smacking.
I didn't get past the whole slapping part. But I did get the analogy, but and yeah, I still can't get past the slapping. No, I'm joking. And the sad part is that's very true. Very, very true.
Yeah.
So, but now, why is it true?
I think that's where advocacy comes in. When you identify, like, man, he just got smacked. If I'm in the room and I watch that and I don't say anything about it, then I'm just as guilty as him smacking you the second time. And then it becomes the responsibility of the advocate, not the aggressor, because the aggressor is going to keep moving in the same direction because the aggressor all of a sudden now has momentum. But now when I am the advocate, then I am advocating for what is right and what is just. So if you come in a room next time, it's my responsibility to be the shield. And it's my responsibility to intercede to ensure that the actions that was taken the first time is not a continuation of what happened from the previous actions that was taken.
So when you see the aggressor
yeah,
coming to put his hand up,
exactly.
then you as an advocate, you are to step in.
Yeah, you have to. If the city is giving millions of dollars to 2 organizations and you know there's 30 organizations in the room, you're like, that's not right. Where is it at in your constitution and bylaws and in your write-up to where it doesn't show or say who's supposed to get what? What's the process that was created in order for you to put out the bid? How many channels does it go through? Who did you email? Who's on your vendor list? There's so much stuff that comes in as an advocate that you need to go in and intercede for people that don't even know what's going on.
Good stuff.
But then we have to go back and I don't know. I get the analogy, and I'm in agreement. But it's I think the difficult time that I'm having is getting past the those who stand by
and don't do anything about it.
Yes.
That's not their role.
Oh, but it is, and I tell you why.
Okay.
Because subject A may be the one getting smacked today,
Mm-hmm.
Subject A is not going to be the one that always gets smacked.
Yeah.
B, C, and D don't all have their turn.
Yeah.
So if subject B, C do not stand,
They next.
they're going to be next.
Yeah.
And because they did not hold the bully
Yeah.
accountable
Right.
when he was smacking subject A,
Yeah.
then I can promise you, subject A is not going to be holding the bully accountable when he's smacking the subject B and subject C as well.
You're right. You're right.
So it becomes perpetual at that
Right.
point.
Yep.
So, and that's the sad part.
Yeah.
Because at what point will we, and I say we as business owners in the community, stop allowing wrongs to go unnoticed or uncalled out?
Yeah.
That's I guess that would be my biggest point.
Mm-hmm.
And culturally, it has happened. You can see somebody being taken advantage of, and you feel like, well, that's not my business to.
Yeah.
You just walk right past.
Right.
So culturally, we've been desensitized to even be a helping hand to anyone, but we've never been desensitized to ask or need a helping hand. But the minute someone don't come to your aid, then everybody's going to hear about it because it's you.
Yeah.
You understand? But how many people did you allow to go through the disrespect, the neglect, and not say anything?
Yeah.
So
that's when we have to take it personal. Like I tell my son all the time, without conviction, there would be no correction. So if B and C got smacked like A should get convicted to ensure B and C don't get smacked.
A still probably mad because B and C.
Yeah, because he was.
Yes.
But even after that, and he sees the pattern, then A can become convicted to ensure that there's nobody else that's going to feel how he felt when he got smacked the first time. So the correction would be after it was identified what this bully did, then I want to ensure that this bully does not have another day to do what he did to somebody else.
Yeah. That's
the conviction, because it happened to somebody, and because it happened to somebody, why would you allow it to happen to somebody else? So if you figured out the game of having access to capital, then maybe you should go and assist someone else to receive capital, because that, first of all, that money wasn't yours to begin with.
Yeah.
You went and you found the blueprint on how you can receive funds, and it has been working for you. And then you see somebody else struggling, you're like, oh man, you having a hard time. Like, dude, sir, ma'am, take that blueprint and let's create this sustainment package to ensure that nobody else go out of business, because you found you got the playbook. There has to be accountability measure.
Yes.
And you have to have a level of conviction, because not everybody's gonna have full conviction.
Yeah.
At least have a level of conviction where you can change the trajectory of someone else's success or failure.
Yeah. Accountability definitely has to be a part of the process. And ignorance cannot be a part of the process.
Yeah.
So I totally get that. And for everyone listening, these are benefits of being a member of Innovations Black Chamber of Commerce right here in Central Texas. And even though there are some in the community that probably want to ignore that. Okay, Ronnie, I'm gonna stop that. Okay.
Nah, you good. Again, that's not my concern. I told somebody, like, I think 2 weeks ago, I said, I'm not here to sell the chamber to you. You get sold to all day. You get sold on your phone, text messages from weird people talk about your business loan got approved for $250,000. Call me back. Like, I don't know you, so I didn't give you my number. So you get sold to all day, but it's the value. You have to see the value, because when you acknowledge value, then you acknowledge the worth behind what has been presented to you. And then you're going to do what you feel is right. So we haven't done no membership drives. We haven't. the whole entire time right now, we haven't done a membership drive. We've done an interest meeting in order to let people know who we are, what we have going on. And whoever joins, they join because they see the value in it. And that's how it should be. You get sold to 24 hours a day. You're going to go where you feel is worth your travel and your journey. And the destination will definitely change because you're looking at, how am I going to get there? Let me align with other people, or let me acknowledge that I should not be traveling by myself.
We've actually had quite a few of the vendors who have wanted to sign up. Some of them have actually signed up before they became a vendor. And then there's been others who want more information on joining the chamber just by what they have seen in the community, by what they have seen, on Facebook, the different events, the things that we do even behind the scenes. And so I think work speaks for itself. You don't have to commandeer anyone to be a part of something if they want to be a part of it. And if they don't, that's okay too, because everyone's not going to travel down that same road.
Right.
Or they're going to get to a certain part in the road and there's a fork in the road, and then they make that decision which way they're going to go. But yeah, it's been a great, it's been almost a year and a half since the chamber has started officially. And so many things have unfolded during that time. And so just looking forward to more, looking forward to, the next 5Ks and how it's going to, evolve. And the Family Fun Day, this being the first one, the first year there was no Family Fun Day incorporated, but this year doing so. So it's going to be interesting to see that unfold on the 19th.
Shirley made me do it.
Okay.
That was a good thing.
Yeah.
Also this year, the community performances.
Did
we even have a name for that?
It's just, we just called it live performances.
That's
all.
It's
just from the community.
Yes. So we're going to have different people who are going to come out and perform live. We have a young lady, I think she's 13, but that young lady is amazing. Miss Amani.
Okay.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
No. I hope her mom's listening. I was supposed to get some information that we didn't get yet.
That's okay. Yeah, so just seeing the community come together and do their thing and have a great time with no violence, no none of that. Just coming together, having some good fun, and seeing how we can make it better even for next year. And so,
because we have a total of, I think, 8 performers.
Okay.
Jordan Orion. I can't think of the young lady.
John Boy.
Yeah, he hit you up?
Yeah.
Okay.
He applied.
Tell him he need to send us the rest of the application.
Well, roger that. I seen him Saturday, so.
Sandy J. She'll be there. Did I see Jordan around already?
Yes, you did.
Oh, okay.
Treaders, or am I saying that
That's my
wrong?
nephew. Yeah, Earl Jr.
Okay.
He probably didn't want me to say that, but okay, sorry.
He forgives you.
Yeah. There's another gentleman. Yeah, y'all got to forgive me. I'm working on the flight right now, so we'll have. I know. Shirley. See, it's not just
send him to Tasker.
She's done that like 4 times.
Yeah.
And there's only so much I can do. So.
But y'all, listen, I'm telling you, these performances you definitely don't want to miss. Also, Colleen's very own Jokia would be. She's not performing, but she will be on site signing autographs and taking pictures. So if y'all definitely come out, get a photo with her. I don't know. I think it was Dark Child who said that she was the first Colleen-ite or Colleen resident to ever go #1 in Billboard Gospel, to have a #1 hit single. So definitely want to appreciate her for that. Let me see, what else? Frontier Sounds will be there doing the sounds. Winston German That's the only guy I know of that works as hard as I do.
Mhm.
So
Another member of the chamber.
yeah, he is. He is. Also, vendors.
Mhm. You want the rest of the names of the?
Yeah, you got them right there. Go ahead and
Yeah.
read them. Read them out for the people
I wouldn't remember.
who are locked in. I'm sorry, man. I got old man brain today. So
Trey Crockett.
Trey. Oh, you talking? Those are the performers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I thought you was.
That man
I
said
was mentioning the ones that you couldn't remember.
Okay. Yeah. Trey Crockett. Warriors of Wisdom. Reading Warriors of Wisdom.
I don't know. Anyway, there is a young man who is who came from the Boys and Girls Club. Young man, I can't remember his name, but he's supposed to be coming as well. He is a
Yes.
he's
yes.
supposed to be coming as
He was
well.
on The Voice, right? One of those.
On The Voice?
America's Got Talent. One of those shows he was on.
Yeah, I just don't remember off the top of my head, but he's going to be.
Yeah,
Hopefully, he's going to be coming.
He'll be doing the national anthem.
We'll talk about that
This
off
man's over
air.
here making up stuff.
He is making up stuff, but
Well,
you do it too, though. So
Listen, I don't. How many national anthems are we going to have on Juneteenth?
The Negro National Anthem.
That's the only one.
Sure, that'll work.
See, inside the brainstorming sessions.
Yes.
But no, the holiday 5K, as you all can see, that it is a work in progress.
Oh, I forgot the flag. So the flag raising ceremony is actually going to be on Friday. I forgot to tell you, you wasn't privy to that. I don't think I told you. Sorry.
There's no right.
Yeah, I'll be in trouble after this. So the flag. She looking at me like, really? Today? I'm going to learn today. All right. So the flag raising ceremony is going to be on the 18th, which is the Friday, which is next week Friday. So the flag ceremony is going to actually be at 10 o'clock. I know people was asking, okay, 12, okay, 6. In the military, the flag goes up in the morning. So why would we miss out on doing it in the morning? We're not doing it at 5:30. There's no reveille, there's no retreat. But we're going to do it at 10 o'clock in front of the village, 324 East Avenue D. Now, blessed by FunDay, he has sent the city 200 little Juneteenth flags. So because he has sent the Juneteenth flags, we're going to be distributing those flags at the flag raising ceremony. So again, that's going to be downtown on Avenue D, 324 East Avenue D. And we'll be hanging the Juneteenth flag. We'll be mounting the Juneteenth flag on the front of the building, and we will be disseminating all the small Juneteenth flags. So we're going to flood the city with Juneteenth flags and celebrate all weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we're going to walk around the building 3 times because that is just what we're going to do, because we're going to celebrate divinity. We're going to celebrate freedom. We're going to celebrate purpose. We're going to celebrate our season, and we're going to definitely celebrate the harvest. So make sure you guys are there at 324 East Avenue D. If you're interested in learning more about that, email info@innovationbcc.org. That's info@innovationbcc.org. I haven't even done that flyer yet, so I'm gonna do the flyer. She looking at me like,
That's Ronnie Russell speaking. Yeah.
wow, this is a for real grown tattletale.
Well, look, I just said I was working on the flyer for the performance.
Y'all see what I got to deal with?
So,
Oh Lord.
you want me to do? No, I can't even take that on, man. I was about to say, you want me to finish the flyer?
No.
Nah, I'll do it because you in trouble by yourself, and I'll take my charge too.
So, but listen, can people still be a part of the holiday 5K?
Absolutely. We need walkers and runners. They need to come on out.
Okay.
We need volunteers. There are still opportunities for swag bag participants. So if businesses are not able to be a vendor, even the ones who are already a vendor, if you are have not already paid for a swag bag, that means you get to put your information in 100 swag bags that's going out to our participants. Get your information out in the community. We don't just want business cards though, or little flyers, okay? We want something that they will grab a hold of and they're going to remember you by. So that's a nugget. Don't just drop your business card off somewhere because it's going to get dropped on the ground and no one's going to pick it up. Okay. So make sure that you're going to put something in there that's going to grab their attention. It doesn't need to be anything really large, but just something that's going to get their attention that they're going to remember you by.
Yeah, make a t-shirt.
Items per se.
Yeah, promotional items. Get t-shirts printed up and put your t-shirt inside of every bag. So now you have 100 new people walking around with your t-shirt.
Okay.
Plug.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So they can just go on innovationbcc.org/Juneteenth. They can go down to the 5K vendor/swag bag and they can hit that link to be a part of the swag bags. We will need those, all of that information. I will need those on the 14th or by the 14th of June. So you don't have long. So hopefully you already have inventory, or you can go on the website and order something that's a 24-hour return.
That'll work.
That'll work. Yeah.
I guess we're no longer in trouble. So make
No,
sure you
you
guys
are.
sign up to be a part of this event. Swag bag sponsor, volunteer, walker, runner, whatever it is that you feel the spirit is leading you to do. Make sure you actually go to the website, go to innovationbcc.org/Juneteenth and apply yourself to each link that you feel that you are ready to actually do. Don't just sign up and don't show up. You just wasted your time and everybody else who thought you was going to show up because they're trying to figure out who is John Smith.
Yeah,
John
I'm gonna
Smith.
get him later about that whole, because you always correcting somebody on air. I'll talk to him later, everybody.
You be all right. Let the Lord use you.
So y'all listen, we just definitely want you all to come out and help us celebrate the first annual Juneteenth holiday 5K. Hosted by
It's the second annual.
no,
We still love you. You wasn't here
no. We're not
Just
gonna
say
discuss
yes.
this openly.
yet. Just say yes. Just say
I
yes.
thought this was the new.
You said Juneteenth or just the 5K itself?
No, how many Juneteenth holiday 5Ks
Okay.
were there?
Okay. This is the
gotcha.
first
Thanks for clearing it
Juneteenth.
up.
5K. We forgive you.
If y'all can see this man's face right now. He like, how y'all corrected me? And I knew I was right the whole time.
Yeah, okay. But we definitely want you all to come out and be a part. Just show up, have a celebrate. Education, Ronnie. Why is the education about Juneteenth so key at this time?
Well, when you look at a state who actually passed a law that will prohibit the conversation and communication about racism and slavery and stuff like that, if you look at the way school is created, you have kindergarten, you have 12th grade. It's going to take, I don't know what that is. It's going to take 12 years for it to get out of the system in order for the concept and thought of acknowledgement that slavery happened. So after 12 years, it's going to be another 12-year gap. So to educate individuals on events like this, it is a space filler. It allows people to know what Juneteenth, again, I didn't know what Juneteenth was until I met someone who was from Texas. And there's a lot of people that are transplants into this environment, into this state, that are learning more about it. Like, man, I thought in school we talked about the Emancipation Proclamation, and I thought it was cool in 1863. But in 1865 was when the Emancipation Proclamation was actually was true in nature. You know, all men are created equal. Okay, we were created equal, but you still looked at us at 3/5 of a man. So it wasn't true at that moment. So having you out there at the Juneteenth ceremony, learning about Juneteenth, I know that one of the requirements that we have, which I haven't done yet, I need to create a postcard with the education on it in order to pass that out, because now you can't say you don't know about it when it was given to you. So because you were given the opportunity, you have the ability to forward that on to somebody else. We don't have to wait to 12 years to erase it out of the history books, but we can always incorporate it every year so we can make sure that people remember it and people know about it and people celebrate our true freedom.
Well said. And education is always needed, always beneficial. Even when it's something you don't need to know at that time, just retain it. You'll use it later.
Mhm.
So, okay, well, good stuff. So Shirley,
Yes, sir. What?
nothing.
Well, I wasn't expecting this to go this long, but it's been great. So that's cool.
Okay, all right. I'll see how you be cutting your eyes over here looking at me. I might be saying something wrong.
Nene, come get your husband.
Wow.
Cause she sure ain't let me leave.
Now they see us on video. They say where we sitting versus where you sitting at. There's no way I can keep you hostage. So
They also just saw you close the door. but anyway, so what's next?
what's next? Getting through this 5K. Because I promise y'all, even yesterday, I was looking for that 3-4 day retreat to be ghost after the 5K is over.
Oh, you was looking forward to
I was looking for a place to go, 3-4 to be ghost. I'm looking forward to this 5K. It's going to be an amazing turnout. I'm sure both of these locations are going to be full, music and, it's something about music that moves people. It moves me.
I'm looking forward to just the celebration itself,
Mm-hmm.
being where we are, and right now, and I mean we as a culture,
Mm-hmm.
the division, while having an appearance of unification,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah. And after being in seclusion for so long, this being one of the first of, open events. I know they've had a few different things, but this being one of the biggest and first events coming out of COVID. But we're still in COVID. I don't want people to forget that risk is still there, though it is coming down some. But having this be a first time of, being out in the public eye and just coming together to celebrate that we still alive, daggone it.
Yeah.
There's so many that did not make it from last year, and we're still among the living. And so that's something to celebrate all in itself, to be able to come together and be free and do what it is you do.
Yeah, and just enjoy people,
Mm-hmm.
just come dance, eat, fellowship,
Mm-hmm.
and just hang out.
Yeah.
It's definitely needed on all fronts. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And come celebrate IBCC with us.
Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, it's been great. It's been, a good thing. And so just looking forward to the event itself, looking forward to all the new businesses that we will meet on that day. Some people we've never, met before, but being able to collaborate, to get more information about them as they get more information about IBCC, and working together to make this community better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things that that I'm grateful to be a part of as IBCC about is leaving the community better
Mm-hmm.
than it was when we found it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah.
Because I definitely do believe that this was a place that wasn't meant for all that's going on right now.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
It's just
Yeah.
by somebody's story.
Yeah. But it's okay to be different. It's
Yeah.
okay to do something, that's not in the status quo, that's, outside of the norm per se.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Shirley, Ronnie, I appreciate hanging out with you all today.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully y'all will have me back. I always want to say
This one.
Some people's kids.
that.
Yeah. So it's been great. And so I guess I'll just go ahead and push the prison break topic off till next week. No need of starting it on tonight at the end of the hour. So
Yeah. No, that's no need.
What time is it?
it is now
38
6:38. So yeah, it's been great to have you back in the studio, Mr. Russell, like old times, and talking about this 5K Family Fun Day and all that's going to take place in about 2 weeks from now. So make sure that if you have not gotten your ticket for the 5K Family Fun Day, that you go ahead and register on innovationbcc.org/Juneteenth. You can find all of the different categories listed on the website. If you'd like more information about joining the chamber, you can reach out to info@innovationbcc.org. I said that correctly, right?
Correct.
To get more information about joining the chamber, you can reach out there. You can also go on the Facebook page and go to the Innovation Black Chamber of Commerce and go into the inbox. So one of us will gladly reply to your call. And so
Also heard to me.
I'm glad you acknowledged that, I guess. But anywho, thank y'all for joining us on tonight. Make sure that y'all stay tuned with us. So we were supposed to do part 4 of Pitt's Prison Palace, part 4 this week, or we will push that off on to next week, and we will finish up with the prison part and go on to the palace, or to the middle portion that I'm going to bring up, but I won't talk about it on tonight.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
We need interview.
Yes.
Anyone that you know, that anyone listening that want to be a part of the interview for next week?
Well, to our current vendors.
Yeah, I know you already have a list, but we want to entice the people.
Okay. To our current vendors, because again, there are more than 20 of them. They get first dibs, right? So to our more than 20 vendors, if you are available this week to do an interview about your business and how you came to know about the Innovation Black Chamber of Commerce and the 5K that's going on, and what is your take on this event, you are more than welcome to reach out to me at s.latour@innovationbcc.org. We will get you scheduled this week, the latest probably next Monday, to go ahead and do that. I'm sorry?
How do you spell that?
s.latour@innovationbcc.org.
Gotcha, thank you. I'm just saying, you made me spell it. Equity.
Thank you all. Hey,
Go ahead, go and close us out, because I'm gonna say something smart.
me too. All right, thank you all for joining us. Hey, we'll definitely see you all next week. And for everyone that wasn't in the studio today, that was supposed to be in the studio today, hopefully you'll be in the studio next week. Okay. All right. So look, y'all, I do get to do this. Look, this is Voices of Fire. Hit refresh. It's the song. Let us know what you think about it. All right. Okay. Y'all too over there.